Good evening. My name is Aaron Mund, and I'm going to be presenting to you this evening on Amazon and some of the highlights over my research over this class. So Amazon is primarily a retailer, but there are streaming services, cloud services, and even a venture aimed at space. But I mainly focused in on Amazon as a retailer. That's where I chose Target and Walmart as the two main peers. They're both brick and mortar, and they've both been highly affected by Amazon and its business practices, and that's why I thought there would be a good, good baseline to look at. So a couple of the ratios here. Inventory turnover. This is the first one. Found this very interesting. Is 8.1 times for Amazon over 2018. It's basically how fast inventory comes in and leaves Amazon's warehouses. Second one is the cost of goods sold growth. This looks at the increase in the cost of goods sold. So for Amazon in 2018, it grew 24.32%. Hidden value. I think one of the largest areas of hidden value is the Amazon Web Services. And so this is about a 1.6 billion in intangible assets. They have warehouses throughout the country that hold servers, and they provide web services to all sorts of different companies. You probably used them multiple times today, and you don't even know that you've used AWS. Second one is Prime members, and that's the customer base. So they're worth about 1.3 billion annually, or about $1,300 each per year. And so these folks, they're devoted. They have the app. Usually they're higher income earners. When they have Prime, so they're really devoted to using Prime, and they like that ease. So they're big hidden value. They love how things work, and they really help provide that overall value. For the project and for the purchase, it's for a $130 million warehouse. Use the one in Aurora as to help with some of the assumptions, and through that came up with an IRR of 3,774%, net present value of 22 billion, and a payback in just over 1 month. So this is a definite buy. No reason not to take advantage of something that's going to give this great of a return based on my assumptions. But it's a definite buy and great IRR and NPV. So the forecast did a couple of assumptions in here, did add in some growth for the Christmas shopping season, did some others where I just kind of took the averages, saw some basic growth rates, and took those into account. Through that, came into the net income of about 16 billion. Net cash from operating activities, 48 billion there. As of December 31st of 2019. Looked at these because these are a couple of the real high impact numbers that we want to look at here, and they're really going to go, drill down towards the bottom line. So for the SWOT, I think two of the top items here, one being a strength, is the diversified holdings. So there's Amazon Web Services, Whole Foods, Zappos, Audible, Prime Media, Amazon Essentials, and many more. So if Whole Foods has a major recall due to romaine lettuce or tomatoes or something like that, it's not going to hurt the audiobook industry. In Prime Media, they're producing videos. That's not really going to affect if something happens where people don't go watch movies on TV anymore. They're still going to need to buy their Amazon Essentials white T-shirts. So it's very diversified. It's really going to help out. One great area for opportunity is Blue Origin. And I say this in a way where, looking 25, 50, 100 years from now, where are we going to be? There's multiple companies racing for space right now. It's not just NASA. The private sector is going after it. Bezos has the goal of being on the moon by 2024. Might see that Amazon logo up there on the moon, and you'll be able to get your Prime items delivered to your place on Mars. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's a great opportunity. So kind of to summarize a couple of key things here with Amazon, there's a strong customer base. Amazon users really like to use Amazon. It's easy to use, it's fast, it's simple, you know, makes folks' lives easier. And there's also a lot of value in those customer relationships. It's very easy to do business with Amazon. There's also a high velocity of cash flows and inventories that provide a lot of strength and power to Amazon. Money comes in, before it's needed to be paying off a bill. Inventories are coming in and going out. With the inventories, if there's an item that's sitting there and it happens to be needed in Washington when sitting in their Aurora warehouse, it can still be shipped up there. It's not stuck. Like Walmart and Target, they might have an item sitting there and they don't want to necessarily package it back up, send it to a different location. It costs a lot of money. Where all Amazon has to do, put it in a box, send it somewhere else, and it's sold. And so they have a lot of strength in these cash flows and inventories. So that was a few things that I've found of great interest throughout this time. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and thank you for listening.